I thought we competed today. I was proud of how we responded to a whole shit effort we had our last home game. Again, it's the Big East, right? No matter who you play, you got to be prepared. I thought Shy's guys did a really good job responding. I think every time we went on the run, they answered, and then they had the final knockout punch. Proud of our guys. It's been an interesting year. It's been a frustrating year in some points, but at the same time, I was proud of our guys' effort, their attitude, and we got to continue to fight. We got to continue to grow and develop, and we got to prepare for a really quick turnaround. You know, we'll get home around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, prepare for Connecticut coming in, and get our guys excited about the next opportunity. So it's a great Big East game, and we're going to continue to battle, continue to fight, continue to build this program.
Ed, what kind of matchup problems does Kadari present as a 6'6" point guard? I mean, he missed a couple games. Now he's, kind of back. How tough is he to match up with?
With his size and his ability to get into the lane, I mean, he's one of the players in the country that's not talked about enough in my eyes. I mean, he is versatile. He's tough. He's just got a good feel, right? He's kind of got some Dennis Johnson in him, right? For all of us old heads, right? Not old, let me rephrase that, wise. He's just a tough matchup. It's a tough matchup, and Davis was big on our scout report today, and he normally plays really, really well in this building. So I thought them two really did a good job, and the other players played around him.
Ed, you've mentored Shaheen Holloway. What do you think of the job he's done this season?
I think he's done a phenomenal job. I think he's done. I mean, when you're able to get off to the early start he did, it's unfortunate that Kadari didn't play a couple of games and, probably cost you a home game here. But I think he's doing a great job. I mean, he's one of the young, bright coaches in our league, one of the young, bright coaches in the country, and you guys should do everything you can to make sure you keep him, because he's phenomenal. We need him in the Big East. He's all Big East. He bleeds Big East, and that's what we have to have in our league.
And there's kind of a perception, I think, that Seton Hall overachieves relative to recruiting and NIL stuff. Is that, do you buy into that, or is this more that Shy is getting his players to play the brand of basketball he wants?
I don't know if I follow that narrative enough. I mean, I have enough on my plate, as you can see. I mean, I think that question is more for him. I don't know the fabric here. I just know it's in the Big East. It's an incredible school. It's great administrators, and I mean, I think that's a question for Sai. I can't answer that.
What do you think of Dre Davis?
He was great today. I mean, he was the difference maker today. As well as Kadari played, and I thought he was the difference maker, right? I mean, he was really, really good.
Coach, I just wanted to ask you, what were some of the positives that you had seen from you and your team? The guys showed a great fight and kept it close a couple times. So
I was proud of, I appreciate you asking that. I was really proud of how our men played. I thought we played hard. I thought we were connected offensively. I mean, I wish we didn't take some of the bad shots. I thought our bad shots created transition baskets for them, right? And we showed in some film. But I was proud of our fight. Coming on the road, playing on the road in any league, let alone the Big East, is tough. So I was just proud of how our battle and our effort and our desire.
Ed, you had an animated exchange with the student section there at the end. What was going on?
Oh, I just,
under your skin?
Nothing gets under my skin, man. The thing about this, I coach in the Big East at Georgetown University. What can get under my skin? Kids are going to be kids. I have a problem when adults don't act like adults. When they're students, they say whatever you want, have whatever you want. I always try to have a good interaction with the kids. You know what? They deserve a comment every now and then, right? They do, right? Why not have some fun with them? The game was over, right? And you know what? They all got a pretty good chuckle out of it. Sir.
Like you said, your team fought to the end, kept it close the entire way, but Seton Hall, like you said, was able to get that knockout punch at the end. What was the difference maker, the difference between not being able to secure the win tonight?
A team that's been together that knows how to win versus a team that's learning and hopefully growing in how to win. You have Kadari Sr., you have Dawes Sr., Wasu Sr., Bediako, however you say his name, Sr., Davis Sr. That's a lot of experience on the floor, right? And all of those young men have played in games. Some of my seniors don't have a high level of game time. So, our players are trying to learn how to win. And I want to make sure our players stay confident, keep their composure, and continue to battle. right? Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you, right? So we gotta make sure we continue to fight and stay together.
How are you handling just kind of bouncing the off the court stuff with coaching the team and the on the court stuff?
It's a great transition. It's a hell of a challenge, you know, and I think that's the beauty of it. I think when you go into a situation knowing that there's going to be some rough waters and there's going to be some turbulent air, you know, I know what I signed up for. I know exactly what we're doing. We're getting better. We're battling, right? It's not where we're starting today or even this year. We'll be all right. Boys will be all right.
Coach, this was a homecoming game for Supreme. He's from right around
Yep.
here. How do you think he obviously, got the double-double, big-time score?
Supreme has been probably one of the most improved players in the Big East from day one to now, right? He battles, right? I don't think, he hasn't been outplayed too much. He really hasn't, right? He battles in there. He's as physical as anybody. He epitomizes Big East basketball. Really proud of him, right? I thought he played great. I mean, if he makes his free throws, maybe it's a different outcome, right? Missed a lot of free throws there, but he battles with just about anybody in the country, right? I'm really proud of him. Because you don't know how people are going to play when they go home, right? They either play really well or they suck. He didn't suck.
Ed, halfway through your first season here, can you draw some parallels between the process so far with this group to year one at Providence?
Fair question. Parallel to Providence. I said this is more parallel to when I was an assistant at Boston College, right? Big East, knowing that, you're going to have to do some things different. But it's been a challenge, for sure. It's been a challenge. And the biggest challenge is probably learning how to live in the area. Being a New Englander and, coming down to the Mid-Atlantic has been a totally culture change for us, my family. The Big East is the Big East. I love the Big East. I don't want to coach in any other league in America other than this league. There's no better league top to bottom. There's no better coaches top to bottom. There's no better players top to bottom. So I kind of know the league, know the style of coaching. I know how to get in and out of the building. So the familiarity will help us build the program a little bit quicker than normal. Hopefully it doesn't take us as long to build as it took us to build at Boston College.
Coach, not saying you in general, but in the preseason, the coaches picked Seton Hall 9th. Are you surprised where they are right now?
If you listen to us coaches in the preseason, we're not the brightest. Well, at least I'm not. When I saw the backcourt that assembled here and their toughness, Shai does a great job coaching and putting them in position of strength. I promise you I didn't pick them 9th. You ask any other coach and they're like, again, don't trust us preseason. We're not the brightest bulbs on the tree. And I'm definitely not bright at all. Right? I'm very, very dim. The light's really dim. Anything else? I appreciate you guys.